And we're back with another run with the defect on A20. Choose a rare card is pretty good. This character has a lot of good rare cards. Let's look at the map. So either of these paths are looking good from the bottom. Who's our boss? Guardian, so we want to be reasonably defensive generally. We can avoid elites, but I think either of these paths lets us optionally, like once we get here, we can choose to take 2 elites or take 1 elite, and then we can choose again. Do we want to take an elite here, or again, do we want to take an elite here? So I like these paths. I'm gonna go for a rare card to obtain. Hyper Beam is interesting. Hyper Beam is really good, but a lot of the strongest things to do with this character involve orbs, and losing 3 focus is really detrimental to that. Bias Cognition, also really good. I think I'm gonna try, I think the right answer is probably Bias Cognition, but I'm gonna try Hyper Beam. Thunderstrike is just much worse than either of the other 2. And let's take a lot of fights. So I think I like this path better than this path. It's not really taking that many fights, but show me Hyper Beam. Wow. Whatever, this is still a kill. FTL is fine. So is Charge Battery. So which of these would I rather like? I am not a big fan of Static Discharge at all. I think I'm going to go with the FTL, but I don't really have a great reason for that. Claw. Give me a claw build. So I want to go with... This is perhaps startlingly too aggressive of a deck. Let's go ahead and burn this here. Actually, I'm going to not play the Hyper Beam here, so I can get my defense in. That's lethal. Fire Potion's good. Beam Cell is great. Taking like all aggressive cards. I like... This is a lot worse with my Hyper Beam, I guess, but I like Go for the Eyes and building like this 0 cost kind of deck. Let's get some regular strike. No. Let's get Zap out of here since it goes so badly with the Hyper Beam. I think Swift over skill. Do I want to hunt elite yet? Probably not. Let's go this way and then go for this elite. Yeah. Oh, great. This is good. I got it on the first try. I like going for it there. Let's go for... I have a lot of upgrades I want to make, but Hyper Beam is the first one for sure. Okay. Yep, we're waking you up right away. For sure. So that does 0 damage. It will still do some damage on the Evoke, which I'm probably going to do right now. Is that true? Let's actually draw my 3 cards. And I should probably defend here. This will deal 10 damage. It's better than the 6 that I will get from striking. Beautiful. This was a pretty good Lagavulin fight. Rebound, pretty decent in a deck. It's going for claws and such. Obviously we're taking the chest here. Vajra, great. This is really good. I think I want more upgrades, so we're gonna go this way and probably take the next elite again. But I want a lot of upgrades. Beam Cell, Go for the Eyes, and FTL. I all want to get upgraded, kind of in that order. Yep, we'll take this. We'll lose the max HP. Since I don't really fancy losing the regular HP at the moment, go for the eyes is next. Show me Hyper Beam. Let's play this first since 9 damage isn't really going to get through their block anyway, so let's see what we draw. Okay. So I just want to triple defend here, I think. I don't want to waste my potion. But because Hyper Beam will instantly kill, and I'm basically killing anyway. Yeah, Hyper Beam. There we go. Auto Shields is good. It's really nice defense and efficient energy-wise and all that good stuff. Well, I'm definitely, almost certainly taking 0 damage this combat. Yeah, so you can see the power that we have right now. But I don't scale that well right now, so that's a bit of a worry. 10 damage for 1. It kind of gets in the way a little bit. Recycle, on the other hand, once it's upgraded to cost 0, get my deck down to these thin cards. It's interesting. Who's my boss again? Guardian? Yeah, I'm less enthused about Recycle in that case. I think I'm going to skip it, but I'm not totally sure about that. Let's get the FTL. Well, the FTL will be eventually something I want upgraded. Right now, the upgrade there doesn't do that much, so let's go for the auto shields. Which is going to be better in the immediate fight here. I think I just mulligan this as well. I'm looking for my 0 costs. Yeah, this was pretty close to an optimal opening turn. Okay, so we're definitely playing defend and go for the eyes. Probably nothing else. We are definitely taking some damage in this. Oh, beautiful fight. I'm not going to waste... Yes, I am going to waste this orb now because I'm going to play Hyper Beam again. It's just going to make the damage go down even more. Beam Cell, go for the eyes. Strike, strike. Defend. I will take 12. Yeah, I think I'm going to cop the 7 damage. So that... Kind of thinking like Rebound, Claw, FTL, Claw. I mean, otherwise there's a 50-50 chance I can draw Hyper Beam now. Which is particularly good because... Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I probably want to rebound the defend now. Maybe I don't. Yeah, let's rebound the defend. I don't know. I've probably played this somewhat wrong, but I don't think it's going to matter just tons. Well, that's a great place for all of my defensive cards to be. I'm going to go ahead and Beam Cell here, but that's going to be it. The great place for all my defensive cards to be comment was sarcastic, if you couldn't tell. Anyway, I'm not that worried. Not playing that Go for the Eyes because I want to have... Well, whatever, this will work out fine. Has not worked out great, but it's worked out fine. I probably could have played that better, but oh well. Okay, Bias Cognition does Squatcho nut for me. Seek is okay. I would definitely take it over nothing. What about Buffer? How good is Buffer? Buffer's pretty good. I think it's better than Seek. I think the energy is good enough. I mean... Yeah. Yeah, let's go for that. I'm not opening chests. Okay. This path looks likely to be the best. Come up here. Have to fight this elite. Can avoid the others if I want to. Against Collector. Collector is not a fight that I have a particularly strong feeling about. Like, oh, it incentivizes me to do X versus Y. I can't avoid all elites actually anyway, so I think I'm just going to take this path on the right that looks good. We're definitely getting the defend out of here, and the strikes. Do we keep a buffer? I think no. It'll be fine enough later on. So we just start with FTL, or we could go Claw, Rebound, Claw, FT. No, we can't. So let's just start with FTL. Oh, we could have gone Rebound, Claw, FTL. Yeah, that was kind of dumb. I probably should have done that. Let's do this first while it's still going to have the most damage on it. Now, which of these do I want in my next hand? If I get the Hyper Beam in my next hand, I just kill next turn, so that's the answer. Well, I maybe played that wrong, but I played it fine enough to kill on turn 2, so it works out in the end. Another Claw. Well, I'm gonna pitch the defend anyway, but this is kind of gross. Rebound, Claw, go for the eyes, take a ton of damage. Okay, now we get to kill. Steam Barrier is great for this deck, especially pre-upgraded. Another FTL is pretty good. Flash of Steel, pretty good. Card removal, not bad. Bag of Prep, also not bad. So how do I want to manage all this? I could go Bag of Prep and FTL plus. I could remove a strike. My dual cast, honestly, is more likely. And take, well, only the FTL. Is that better than the bag? I think that's good enough. Let's remove the dual cast. Take the FTL. Not totally sure about that. Actually, Cool-Headed is fine. Let's take that also. Cool-Headed is fine in this deck with a little bit of draw and some kind of static-ish defense. Okay. This has not been a great opening turn. Oh no, what am I thinking? The Cool-Headed is very stupid. I'm a Hyper Beam deck. You idiot. Well, I just wasted a bunch of money. Kill yourself. Oh no, more damage. Wow, okay. Well, that's fine. Power Potion is definitely better than Focus Potion. Glacier doesn't do anything. Pile Driver won't do much. Just take the money, I think. Maybe I take the dagger. Let's take the dagger. And rest. Maybe not lethal. Hold on. Not lethal. Bother. Well, let's just go ahead and use the potion. I don't want to take that much damage. Sweeping beam is fine. I feel really bad about taking that cool head. It was just so stupid. Okay, so rebound, hyper beam. The 2 hyper beams are going to kill this, so we want to just focus on this guy. Again, these cards aren't very good because they're all orb based. Usually you're going for an orb based deck. Not worth the curse. It's 10 damage to each. Guess that's good enough. Okay, so I need to work out my ordering here. So, we're going to do this. Oh, well, this makes it easy now. And I don't think we can wait around for this, so let's just use it now. Cool. Smiling Mask is good. Boot Sequence, also pretty good. I'm gonna take it here. Snecko is pretty bad for my deck to be up against. Boot Sequence is nice, kind of, with the gambling chip, so. Anyway, we have lethal, of course, because this hyper beam, no matter what its cost, just kills the Snecko. Skim is pretty good. We actually have a lot of cheap cards in our deck, right? So Skim is pretty good. Okay, this fight again. Every time I see this card, it's going to be all the feel bads. Okay, so as long as I go for the eyes, I'm going to be fine damage-wise. Play this, do this. I'm gonna get my claw back. Let's draw first. Oh no, I messed that up. Well, no, this is actually gonna work out okay because I can Ritual Dagger to kill that one. Second Power Potion. This, again, without the orbs doing anything, this is a lot worse. Turbo's not that good in this deck. Self-repair I could think about at this point. But I think not. Don't really want to take on another elite. Maybe that's just me being too wimpy, but here I'm really looking for my Hyper Beam, which I did not get. Can this Ritual Dagger take something out? I think it can. I should have done the math before I, went down this line, but cool. Now let's go after this one. The goal is for the Hyper Beam to actually be able to kill both things when it comes up. And we need to defend this turn. That's not too hard. We don't want to actually put anything back on top of our deck here, so we're going to play the Rebound last. And we should have a Hyper Beam in our next turn. Oh, it's guaranteed because the FTL would find it otherwise, so cool. Don't want any of these. I guess I'll keep a Boot Sequence. Can I put this on the ground? I can put this on the ground. Let's put this on the ground. Start with our FTL. Okay. Kind of think I'm just gonna take this 3 damage here. Like this. It was a 50-50 that it would get killed anyway, but okay. Skim gives me a good chance to, yes, Hyper Beam. The Ritual Dagger kills. Good. I haven't used the buffer much yet, but I still think I want it. Could rest here. I could upgrade one of my buffers, which is, I think, the thing I want to upgrade. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the buffer. Maybe this is wrong. I need to think about, in this fight, using the steroid potion at a good time. But I don't think that time is right now. As it turns out, it would have been a great time. Let's go ahead and use this buffer. I should have used the power potion first. Ooh, electrodynamics. So I can hold off on the hyper beam for a while. This is a bit loose. Actually, that second defend was just a mistake, wasn't it? Not playing super well. Skim? I don't really want to pop my buffers yet, so... This would be a good turn to use this. Do I even need to use it, though? Can I get through the fight without using... Oh, I probably do, because he's about to weaken me all get out. So let's go ahead and use this now. FTL. Skim next. FTL. Strike. Claw. Claw. Let's not cool-headed. Maybe that was wrong. Maybe I should have cool-headed. Yeah, I probably should have. Okay. So... my buffer's gonna take care of this. And I think... three turns. Let's hold off still. My buffer's going to take care of this too, so let's, again, hold on to this boot sequence because it's not doing anything. The buffer's going to take care of this. I need some defense if you're 39 attacking me again, but if you were, that would be pretty unfortunate. Okay, we got there. Electrodynamics, not very good with the build we have, although it's great otherwise. I actually think I'm not going to take it, which I'm sure I'm going to get no end of flack for, but machine learning is really good for this deck, actually, because I have so much cheap stuff. Fusion Hammer. I'm not really in a huge mood for more energy. Like, I have a couple of buffers. I really want to be able to upgrade the other buffer and say this FTL, maybe the Skim. So I'm not big on that. Healing, not bad. The Orrery, what do we even want off an Orrery? Like, I take more claws, I guess, but I think I'm actually just going to go for the Healy business. Dodo and Dekka is our first boss. We're set up okay for that. Do, I think, want to avoid elites here. This path looks really good. See, this path avoids elites up to here, but then has to take one. But this path, one of these paths, right, I have to take 4 regular combats at the start, which isn't the greatest. It's a little more than I'd like to, but then I gotta rest here. question mark, arrest, shop, another rest, and another shop. This looks like a pretty good path to me. Okay. So let's start with the skim, since we're going to play it for sure anyway. Beam cell, FTL, just still drawing. Play the boot sequence since we're definitely playing it. Ritual dagger isn't killing, I don't think. Maybe it is. This does 9. This does 19. 54. That's 73. It is killing. Cool. Another melter. I think I need a little bit of defense in this deck. Actually, let's see, against the bosses, Dodo and Deka, I'm just gonna go like all offense and hope that my buffers carry me defensively. I don't know if this is right, but let's see. Well, the Hyper Beam's gonna take care of these two. So what I really need to worry about is this guy. And if I can beam cell Hyper Beam, it's taking like a lot of damage, but I think I can do it this way. So we go auto shields, beam cell, Hyper Beam. Yeah, I should have sent something else back, but I guess it didn't matter. Defragment usually really good, but not so much here. Streamline, I'm thinking no, but that could be wrong. Not a terrible streamline deck. Okay. Let's pitch these, I think. Maybe go for the eyes also. Skim first. Okay, boot sequence. Buffer. We're gonna play Melter, we can play these. I guess we'll do it this way. My understanding is that I'm going to take 0 damage here. Great. Okay, well we're going to start with the thing that draws us cards. I'm going to keep playing the things that draw us cards at no energy. We're definitely going to kill this guy. Auto shields and machine learning, so it's an easy turn. Probably this guy's going to end up coming back on us, huh? Well, let's see. Here I Hyper Beam. Ritual dagger and kill. Great. Another go for the eyes. Yeah, let's take that. Not sure. Again, it's kind of close. Okay. Don't want the buffer. Don't want this. This fight shouldn't be long enough for machine learning to be great. This was not a good pull. Let's kill this repulse. Kill this repulsor. Go after you, I guess. I'm worried about this. Maybe I should have poisoned it there, actually. Gonna cop some damage. So I want to be able to kill this in 2 hits. So this is going to be one of them. And then next turn, the rebound will be the other, and it'll be dead. Cool. Take another claw. almost always take this first option here. Not being able to heal seems pretty bad. Probably want to rest at least once. I think I can take out most of these bosses reasonably well. Well, I've played this more. Let's actually buffer up here. Will take you to 80, or I can just do this. Bingo! Bango! Bongo. Now I have 2 of these at 2 HP each. Easy peasy. Perfect bossy. Fruit juice! Fantastico. Glad I did not take that you can no longer heal. This was very good for me. Let's take another steam barrier. Okay, let's upgrade the machine learning. I think that's going to be important for the boss. I guess we'll keep that. It's gonna do 4. Okay, so I can definitely take this guy out. And this defense will be great. Ew. We definitely need to weaken you. Definitely need to get our defense going. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go with this and hope that the orb hits, but that at least the attack kills it. This is not a good fight for us. Let's kill this. Let's invoke the buffer and deal a little damage to you. I'm gonna summon. Here's my hyper beam. Here's my stuff. Okay, so hyper beam. This damage is covered from my buffers, so I should be able to kill this guy next turn. This was not a good combat for me. Do get my incense burner on the first turn of next time, so that's good. I will take a second beam cell. Gonna need to avoid these elites now. Ooh, Melter would be good against this thing. I guess I'll keep the boot sequence. Bingo. Bango. Let's just defend. Right? This totally defends everything. I can kill this guy next turn for sure. Draw our card. Card of Shame, Card of Shame. That cool-headed, still Card of Shame hologram's pretty good. In this deck, don't want the curse. Heading to this rest site. Gonna remove. Probably a basic strike. Well, let's look at what stuff we have. This is terrible. This is okay. Don't want a third one of these. This is fine. Do I have another shop? I do have another shop. So I don't want to spend all my money here just to spend all my money. But let's take the card removal for sure. That's the best thing in this place for me, I think. take off a strike. My deck is pretty thick, so stack's actually pretty good. So let's take that. And let's take, I think, the FTL. I think that's going to be it. I could look at the potions, but I think I'd rather do that. Next shop more. Transient. Okay, boy. Well, we don't want this. Skim is fine, I guess. And we'd rather not waste this now because it could be more useful later, so. Okay, buffer is really good against transient. So I'm definitely going to buffer here. And now, if I defend everything, is that going to save me 8, 14, 19? You're going to deal me 26. It won't. So I guess I'll strike, but it doesn't much matter. The intangibility is also going to save me a turn here, so that's nice as well. Claw, claw. What do I want to hologram back? Like, I kind of want it to be a claw, right? It's going to deal 14. These are each dealing more than, yeah, okay. So claw is enough. Get it to where I'm not taking any damage this turn. So I gotta save my buffer a bit. Now as long as I have any defensive card here, and I do, I can play it. So I'm gonna play my buffer. I'm gonna play rebound on this stack, which gets me a ton of defense. You're weakened forever now. I have 2 more turns of... So I'm taking, like, no damage here because of my buffers for sure, right? And I've messed this up. Hooray me. But oh well. It's not a big deal anyway because of the buffers. But I wasn't taking any damage this turn anyway, so hooray. Double energy I'm not interested in. Tempest, not that interested in. Oh, definitely not interested in, because again, the hyper beam thing. Okay, this I think I can deal with. We obviously don't need defensive stuff. Not a huge fan of the buffer at the moment. So this is a pretty straightforward turn. Do I want to use my poison? Kind of worried about killing this guy fast enough, but I don't know. FTL, hyper beam, hologram. I can't hologram back the hyper beam. I don't have. Hologram back buffer. That's not going to save me much either. I think we're just taking a bunch of damage here. Probably hyper beam back the boot sequence. Not happy about it though. FTL. FTL. Sweeping beam. Go for the eyes. Claw. Steam barrier, buffer, stack. Focus is definitely worse. Another hologram's not bad. And I'd probably actually rest here. Well, we're going to take this, we're going to take this, and then we're going to see what we have left. So card removal, let's remove, I think, another strike. Let's take another Hyper Beam. Rip and Tear is pretty good, as is Auto Shields, which is better. I could also look at the potions, but I think I take the Auto Shields and then upgrade it. How much is that really saving me? The Rip and Tear does 20 damage. I don't really want to have something I need to upgrade, so I'm definitely not taking this. So it's a question of I could take a steroid over energy, or I could just take Rip and Tear. I think I'm going to take Rip and Tear. I'm going to upgrade the buffer. And we're going to go with it like this, and hopefully it's going to work out. So, okay. This card that I should have never gotten. I don't think I want the buffer yet. It's going to be better later. I will take the boot sequence now. Okay, so this is interesting. Probably want to skim. Don't really have anything great to hologram back. Okay. So I think I just boot sequence Hyper Beam here. And machine learning. Start with your draw. Start working down this artifacting. Defend myself as much as I can. Yeah, I may well die here. This Incense Burner is going to need to do a lot of work. We'll just start with Melter, then FTL to draw, Auto Shields, Double Skin Barrier almost fully defends us. Work through this Plated Armor. Okay, so Steam Cell, FTO, I shouldn't have done that first. Second Hyper Beam, hologram back something, and stack? Wait, I don't even have energy to hologram much back, so probably just Hyper Beam. It's gonna defend me for a lot. Not totally, but a lot. Now I'm really looking for these buffers. Okay, Ritual Dagger, okay. This 36 damage is a lot of damage. I'm probably using my energy potion this turn. Definitely using my energy potion this turn. Let's go ahead and kill this guy. Defend myself as much as I can. I think I'm going to win this fight, but I'm not going to win the next one. Unfortunately, this is not working out so great. Again, that's the wrong order. What is the best thing to bring back for one cost? I could go through the artifact ring and just Rip and Tear. Oh, I already have the artifact gone through, but I think Rip and Tear is better. Anyway, so I'm defended this turn, thanks to my buffer. FTL. So that's fine, but now I have to beat Time Eater somehow. Okay, well, I'm dead right away, right? I'm gonna cheat here. Should have thought about that a little more. So let's just skip this. Boot sequence. Maybe that's actually playing too much also. I don't know. Skim. So rebound, claw. Now I need buffer. And I'm not getting buffer here. Well, hold on. Skim. Still no buffer. Yeah, if I had buffer, I would actually have a chance. If my turns lined up a little bit differently, I would have a chance. But I can't defend that much. So, whatever. It's been a good run, y'all. Alright, well, that was a reasonable enough deck, and that's a pretty good example of what I think you usually want to do with Hyper Beam, but it gets tough near the end, so I don't think it's the strongest build. The zero cost stuff with you know, the beam cells and the go for the eyes and the claws and to some extent steam barrier, skim. There's an attack that lets you draw zero costs. Effectively, you mill over stuff, and then if it's zero, it comes back to your hand. And then there's a rare card that costs 2 and does damage and brings all your zeros from your discard back. I think that's one of the strongest defect decks. But then also just going for more orbs, and particularly with the focus, incrementing powers is also a very strong deck. The attacks that give you orbs are like just really strong commons, so yeah, anyway, this has been Wandering Winter with another Defect Slay the Spire Ascension 20 attempt ending in failure, but love to hear your comments, your ideas, your suggestions, and yeah, we'll see you next time.